Laying on your back, breathing in and out, maybe exhaling out through the mouth, audible sounds, letting go of any extra anything, unwanted energy, emotion, thoughts, physical feelings. Wiggle your feet, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your face. Take a breath. We all have a lot of room, so you can stretch out like a starfish and find length in all your limbs, as if you could stretch the top of your head out away from your body, long neck, moving and wiggling, getting as wide and covering as much surface area as you can. You can make snow angels or sand angels or big starfish moving its limbs up and down and side to side, moving along the ground, finding all those angles of your legs, your arms, your shoulders, your hips, waking up some core activity. And find your exhale, hug your knees in. Squeeze, rock and roll side to side, forward and back. You can go up and down your spine, big rocks. Take a breath, start to make those big rocks and make your way up to a seated position. Find a nice gaze point for your eyes, or as always, eyes closed is an option. Crisscross your legs in some manner. Palms open on your knees. Accepting that good energy. The intention today is opportunity. So you put your path into place, making your way to your mat. The next hour will be full of beneficial opportunities from practicing. Keep your palms open, your heart lifting, accepting that good energy around you, as if opportunities just swirling around in the space around your body. And you're aware of it, ready to absorb it. Your best self, aligned, best breath. Let's take the arms up with the inhale, down with the exhale. Any fashion, taking them up and down, maybe out to the sides or forward in front of your heart, flowing up and down. If you close your eyes, you won't be distracted by anything else. Take the full inhale to take your arms up, and the full exhale to bring your hands down. No rush, you can always pause. Continue to move, arms up and down, as if you're moving through thick water, thick jelly. arms are up. Take your exhale to fold forward, relax over your legs. Wherever your hands fall out in front, let them touch the ground and relax your head down. Notice any extra heartbeat increase. Notice that little bit of relaxation, just those few minutes, intentionally breathing, moving, giving yourself some love. You can create that ripple effect for the rest of your day. Maybe sway and lean a little side to side as you're folded. You can stretch out your lower back. Keep your head down. Keep those fingers reaching out. Keep the tailbone down and breathe. And take your hands back to your knees. Shine your heart forward. Get your flat back and sit all the way up. Flip your palms back over. Take a breath. Stack your head, heart, hips. Settle in and find your breath. Right ear falls down towards the right shoulder. And let your chin fall down towards your chest. Lift back up, sit up as tall as you can. Heart lifts, shoulders relax. Left ear down. And chin falls towards your chest. Find your inhale and stack your head on top. Sit up as tall as you can. Sink those sitting bones rooted down. Sink them down. Hands to your heart. You can use opportunity and repeat it a few times. Let that be your mantra. Maybe you have your own positive word or phrase. Breathe, be about your intention. Bring your hands all the way up. Arms by your ears. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and gently stretch over to the right. Little pull. You can look up at the left elbow. Keep the left hip down and knees relaxed. Find a breath. Back to center. Hands back to your heart. Reset and breathe in. Reach your arms up. Grab your right wrist with your left hand and stretch over. Keep your right knee, right hip down. And breathe. You can look up at the right elbow. Back to center, hands to your heart. Intentionally breathe. Come up to your feet, maybe no hands. Toes forward, top of your mat. Come all the way at the top so you have enough room to roll, to step back. And relax your hands down by your sides, mountain pose. And make sure you have a good gaze point, so if you need it for balance, your eyes can go right there. Something that's not going to move on the wall. And whenever possible, you can close your eyes and just feel your toes. Increase your breath and relax your nervous system that much more. You're going to bend the knees, sweep the floor, and stand up tall, reach up high, back bend at the top. And fold, exhale all the way down. Flat back, lengthen out your spine, halfway up. Fold, exhale, let your head fall. Bend your knees, sweep the floor, come all the way up, arms up, back bend at the top. And fold, bend your knees, relax your spine, let your head fall. Flat back, lengthen. Fold, release. All the air's out, bend your knees, prepping for chair, sweep the floor, arms all the way up. Stand up tall, reach up high, and fold all the way down. Flowing in our salutation, flat back, lengthen. Fold, release, hands to the mat, hop, jump, or step back to plank. And flow, lowering like a push-up, knees up or down, elbows stay close, tops of the feet flat, little lift, cobra maybe first round, up dog, and then hips back and up, downward facing dog, hips up to the sky, big triangle with your body, beautiful, heels reach for the earth. Take these moments to reset, mindset, breath. Feel good with whatever sensation you have within your body. So you can think of your yoga practice taking advantage of the opportunities along the way. If you're in down dog and you have a move or wiggle and shape you like from there, take advantage of the time. Or as always, you can pause and hold. Come up high on the balls of your feet, wave forward to plank, wave your spine, shoulders over the wrists, heels reaching back. And pike your hips up, down dog. Long spine, big breath, flowing forward to plank, wave forward. This time lower like a push-up, elbows stay close, chest hovers above the mat, chaturanga. Lift to your back bend, long neck. And down dog, exhale. Wave forward to plank. Breathe. This time just drop your hips low, not touching the ground. Keep your toes tucked, modified up dog. You can look up, keep the shoulders out of the ears, and pike the hips up, down dog. And look at your thumbs, hop, jump, or step up to your hands, forward fold. Let your head relax. Get all the breath out. Then flat back. Maybe hands come to your upper thighs, shoulders squeeze back. Relax and fold. Let your head fall. Sweep the floor, standing up tall, reaching up high, back bend at the top. And maybe swan dive down, arms out to T, long spine as far down as you can, then forward fold. Flat back, long spine, keep the breath flowing. Relax into your fold as you exhale. Hands plant, hop, jump, or step back to plank. Move through your flow. You always have the option to skip it, lowering to chaturanga. Your back bend, any level, any modification. Keep that long neck, take care of it. And hips up to down dog, always option for child's pose with knees down. 3 big breaths. See if you can intentionally breathe, keeping your mindset right here. Let's lift the right leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. can always modify and take the left knee down. Take your time. Right knee crunches into the nose, foot up to the hands. Warrior one feet. Transition and get yourself up there as you can. Back heel comes down. Heart rises up. Both feet down. Your back foot's on a little angle towards the left corner. Keep the left glute strong as that hip tries to shine forward. Breathe. And open warrior two. Arms go out to T. Hips open to the long edge of your mat. Let that left toe open slightly. And if you're facing the front of the mat, just turn to the left and keep your eyes to the front, out past your right fingers. So warrior two. Most of you are right. Take a breath, relax your shoulders. Transition back to warrior one, gracefully. Turn that back foot forward, hips forward, heart up, arms wherever you'd like. Hands to your heart. Breathe. Pivot on the back foot so you find your high lunge. So toes forward, heel comes up, a little bit of balance. Shift your weight to your right leg and lift your left knee up to your chest and balance. Up on your right leg. Yep. See about extending that left leg out to the front. So you'd put your footprint on the wall in front of you. Long leg. See if you can lift it up a little higher. And pendulum swing it back. And see if you can balance. Finding warrior three, arms can stay at your heart or maybe out to the side like airplane wings. We're here to practice, so be kind to yourself in your mind. Step way back, warrior one. Lift your heart, find your breath, maybe look up. And fold out, frame the front foot, right foot back and up, three-legged dog, and find your flow. Waving forward to plank. Lowering, elbows stay close. Decide the back bend level of your choosing. Keep the ears out of the shoulders. Main thing to practice there. Yep. Hips up, down dog. Enjoy your breath. Left leg to the sky. Always modify if wanted or needed. Crunch the left knee in towards the nose, foot up to the hands, warrior one feet. Take your time to find your footing before you take your arms away. You can always adjust that right toes 45 degrees towards the right corner of your mat. Nice bend in the left knee. Keep the right glute strong. Do your best to shine those right hips forward as everything turns forward. Wherever you are now is where you're going to be today, so just be with it and take a breath. Open warrior two, arms go out to T, your gaze can stay forward. Keep a nice bend in the left knee. Relax the shoulders. So arms are long like your mat. Yeah. And gracefully transition back to warrior one. Arms can come up, hips come forward, adjust that back leg. Hands down to your heart. Upper body stacked up tall. Pivot on that back foot and find your high lunge so your toes are forward and the back heel's up. See how you feel there. Shifting your weight to your left leg, right knee comes up into your chest. Balancing up, take a moment. The floor's not far, you can tap down and reset. So extend that right knee out so the foot's out in front of you. Footprint on the wall in front like a ninja kick. Maybe pick it up a little bit. And pendulum, swing it back, find your airplane. Right leg in the sky. Arms can stay at your heart or out to the side. Maybe on your hips will be useful. Bend the bottom knee, step way back, warrior one. Reset. Last sip of air, little lift of the heart, and fold out, frame the left foot. Left foot backing up, three-legged dog, and flow, waving forward. Lowering like a push-up, elbows close. Maybe you come all the way down, tops of the feet flat, wrists right underneath the shoulders. Let's go to child's pose all together and take a couple breaths. Stretch out your spine, get your knees wide, big toes together, forehead down on the mat. So just as opportunities will present themselves, usually in little disguises, you have to be patient to find the blessings. Use your practice here to practice taking advantage of opportunities. Always picking and choosing what honors you, learning what honors you best. Knowing when to push yourself, when to ease up, finding that sweet spot. Last breath here, let your heart sink down towards the earth. Wave up to tabletop, cat and cow. Move the spine, lift the chin, lift the tailbone, and then round up and under. If this language makes sense for you, as you lift up to cow, try and touch your forehead and the top of your head to your tailbone. As you round up and under to cat, try and touch your forehead and the top of your head to your pelvic bone. Find neutral spine, tabletop. Best table you can make, belly button in, lower ribs in. Your shoulders are holding the weight of your body. It's not all down in your wrists. Let's tuck your toes to prepare. And just lift your right leg back behind you. Put your footprint on the wall behind you. Stamp it back. Flex your foot. Engage your palms, get some weight in the pointer finger and your thumbs. Start to pick up the left knee an inch above the mat, hovering table just with that one knee, and then three-legged dog, right leg to the sky. Slowly, as if we had to work against gravity, left knee back down to the earth, three-legged table. And you can relax it down for a second and then pick it back up. Take a moment in hovering, and then right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. And 3's the magic number, right? Lowering slowly that left knee, fighting gravity, maybe hovering table for a second, and then take a pause with it down and find your alignment again, right leg back. And find one more lift, lifting the left knee, and then three-legged dog, right leg in the sky. When you get there, you can bend the knee, open the hip. Option to take the left knee down and table again if you'd rather. Circle the knee in the sky. Yep. You can bend the right knee and make big circles with your knee, as if your knee's a paintbrush. And we're going to crunch it in towards the left elbow. Take it back up to the sky, three-legged dog, or three-legged table, either way. Crunch the knee in towards the right elbow. Back up to the sky, three-legged dog. And crunch it in towards the nose, foot up to the hands, warrior one. Come up strong and tall. Close your eyes, take a breath. Try and shine that right hip a little more forward. And then open warrior two, that left hip gets to pull back, and now the right knee has to open, find the stretch. We all don't have to look like statues the whole time. I love when everybody moves and wiggles, and make sure that you take care of yourself. So we're going to transition to high lunge, so you can helicopter your arms forward and pivot on that back foot so the toes turn forward and arms can come up when you're ready. Back heels up. Hips shining forward completely now that both toes are forward. Hands to your heart. Find your balance. Shifting forward on your right leg, left knee up to your chest. This time you can give it a squeeze. Hug your left knee in towards your chest. And take your right hand to your hip for a little counterbalance, and open that left knee out to the side. Just that leg from the hips opening. Everything else stayed forward and standing up tall. Maybe you can extend that knee joint out to the side. So a big long leg out to the side. Your right arm can go out to the opposite way, some counterbalance. And back the way we came, hug that left knee in, center, stand up tall. See if you can keep it up there with its own power, hands back to your heart, extend that leg forward, ninja kick forward, lift it up to the sky. Pendulum, swing it back, airplane, and fly. See if you can lift your heart, squeeze those shoulders back. Step way back, warrior one. Take a breath, lift up, fullest extension of the pose, and fold. Frame the front foot, right foot back. Find a flow, or as always, take a little breather. We'll meet in child's pose. Take those opportunities. Great time to practice your mental awareness. Future and past thoughts frequently will not serve you. Just keep reminding yourself you made it to your mat, you're proud of yourself, you're feeling good. All these sensations are worth it. The heat, the energy, the sweat you create is worth it. Wave up to tabletop, reset there, get ready for the left side. Tuck your toes and lift your left leg, stretch it back behind you, footprint on the wall behind you, flex your ankle. So get your hands like a push-up right underneath the shoulders. Get some weight in the thumbs and the pointer fingers so you succeed. Your right toes tucked, lift your right knee an inch, hovering table with the left leg back. And then lift it up and back, three-legged dog, left leg in the sky. So go ahead and practice 2 more times. Slowly, right knee goes to hovering three-legged table. And then you can reset in any fashion. Square yourself back up. Keep the integrity of the straight left leg. And just manipulate your strength as you lower and lift. As you get up there, you can pause and bend your left knee, open the left hip, try and stack the hips, circle the knee in the sky, big circles with the hip. Option to take the right knee down if you'd like, same stretch can happen. And crunch that knee in towards the right elbow. And back up to the sky. Find your breath, don't forget. Crunch it in towards the left elbow. Back up to the sky. And into the nose, foot up to the hands, warrior 1. Take your time. Nice bend in the front knee, and breathe. So that right glute's strong, right hip is going forward. And as you open to warrior 2, that right hip gets to open out, and that left knee continues for the stretch as it opens towards the pinky toe side. And check back on your backhand. Make sure that arm is up in line with the shoulder. Yeah. Transition to your high crescent lunge as you helicopter forward. Right toes come forward, right heels up. Everything shining forward. Getting ready to balance, hands to your heart. Shifting to your left leg. Right knee in towards your chest. And you can hug it in and give it a squeeze. Left hand can come to your hip, and you can open your right knee out to the side. See how that feels. Maintain everything else shining forward. Playing around with this pose, maybe you want your right leg to extend out to the side. One day you'll link onto that big toe. Your left arm can be on your hip or out to T for some counterbalance. You could be the best balancer, and today might not be your day, so be kind to yourself. Back to the front, hugging that right knee in. Feel free to tap down and reset. Hold it up there with your own power, hands back to your heart. Right leg out in front of you. Kick the front wall, maybe lift the toes up to the sky. Pendulum, swing it back, airplane, and fly. And step way back, warrior one. Completing our little cycle. Fill up a little bit more. Inhale, lift, and fold, release. Frame the front foot, step it back. Flow in any fashion that serves you. A push up down, a back bend. Maybe do cat and cow. And downward facing dog. Pedal it out. You're all warmed up. You can really stretch into your legs, stretch into the arms. Hold with one knee bent, stretching the opposite heel into the ground. Feel the stretch. Keep the heart shining back, hips lifting up. And slowly lower the knees down to the earth. Cow pose and cat pose. Tabletop, long body. So gracefully, and I say that just so we move slowly. We're going to alternate finding the balance, right arm up, left leg back. Take it down, moving through that thick water, then left arm up, right leg back. If you want to add a little crunch in, you can. As you find that full balance extension, arms by your ear, thumbs up to the sky. That back foot is flexed. We have the cushiony floor, so if you wanted to just balance on the knee joint and pick up that extra little tripod you have with the back toe, you can challenge yourself if you'd like. And as you feel even, get yourself on your belly, stretch out, Superman, relax, forehead down or cheek down one way. And have your forehead on the mat so your spine is straight. Find a little Superman lift, nothing crazy. Just lift your limbs up off the ground and barrel roll over to your backs. Yep. And then get your spacing right, laying down. Adjust yourself and get yourself comfortable. Let's bend our knees, feet on the ground. If you have a block, you can put it underneath your seat. You can put your hands underneath your seat for just that extra little lift. And just take a moment and let your lower back settle in. You can stretch one leg up to the sky at a time. Footprints on the sky. Flex your ankle. Relaxing that lower back. Relax your chest, your collarbones, your face. If your hands feel funky, you can put them in any way that is better for you, maybe on your belly. Next time your right leg's up, just pause so we can come together. And let it go straight all the way down to the mat, and then hug in your left, or your, I don't know, everyone's doing something different. Hug in your bent knee. So let your right leg go straight all the way down to the mat, relax it, yeah. And then let your left arm go out to T. And twist over to the right. You can grab your knee with your right hand and gently assist. Yep. Maybe look out past your left fingers. So you made it to your mat. You practiced, you build up all that energy. Take advantage of it now. These opportunities here the last few minutes to twist and open. Unwind. Find that starfish we started with to reset, spine out, stretch out. And we can go right into the other side. So hug in the knee you didn't do. If you're staying with me, your right leg. Get your left leg in line with your body. Right arm out to T. Let your head relax that way. Let that shoulder blade stay down. And twist your knee over to the left. And most of us, that knee is just kind of hanging out in space, in the middle of the air. Maybe the toes can tap down. Take a big breath. Maybe you want to exhale and make an audible sound. And release, stretch out to that starfish or a full body stretch. Arms and legs go in either direction. And let's slide your feet up, knees bend, hug your knees in. Arms by your side. Maybe you want your hands underneath your lower back again. And if you have a block, you could put it there to just kind of start the lift. But see about lifting your tailbone up, feet up to the sky. If you want to make your way to plow, the feet will go to the floor above your head as your tailbone lifts up, spine lifts up. Stacking on top, eventually shoulder stand. We have the cushiony floor so you can kind of try it, and if you fall back down, you know your tailbone will be okay. Yeah. If you're not getting up pretty far, just the intentional lifting, connecting those muscles and ligaments. You can always just try a little bit and then release. If you're getting up there pretty high with your tailbone, you can support your lower back with your hands, make a little tripod. The toes might touch the earth above your head. You can always bend your knees and kind of hug your face with your knees. And let your knees go to your ears. Take a breath wherever you are. Slowly roll back down, top to bottom. You have to hold your core strong. Stretch out. However you'd like your resting pose to be, start to make your way there. Decision on your back, belly, side, sitting up or using the wall. Notice what pops up. Remind yourself you have this opportunity for Savasana built into your practice. Quite difficult to set aside the time, the space, and even the energy within yourself to dedicate this time to yourself. So let me help you. I can get you here on your mat. I can get you into a shape and tell you to relax. And you do your best to mentally relax and get your soul to be at peace. If your lower back is ever screaming at you here, you can bend your knees and knock your knees in towards each other. Otherwise, things flop open or rest and settle in on each other so that your body's completely at rest. No work, no stress, no tension. If you have any built up anything, you can always exhale it out. Practice letting go of tension in your forehead, tension in your eyes, tension in your jaw. Exhale it out. Use your intention as a distraction, your breath as a distraction. Let your breath be natural and you just be. Let everything else go. a deep breath and fill up those bellies with air. Your second chance to wake up today. Wiggle your feet, your fingers, your face. Practicing waking up. Noticing if your mind darts off somewhere and trying to retrain. And reform those paths. Keep yourself in the present and positive. Maybe find that starfish shape or a ball shape. Windshield wiper your knees or take a gentle twist as you make your way to your favorite side, fetal position. Everything's still heavy. Take the biggest breath yet. And the longest exhale you could possibly ever have. Maybe pause with no air in, and then continue that breath and press yourself up to a seated position. Sitting up tall, strong. You can face whatever way you'd like. Feel good mentally. Bring a smile to your face. Lift your arms up and gently twist side to side, looking back. Do each side 2 or 3 times, slowing up and twisting to the right and the left. Hands down to your heart. Press your palms. Intentionally breathe. Acknowledge your love and light. Acknowledge everyone else's love and light. Namaste.
Namaste.
Take your time, friends. There's some wipes up at the door if you want to wipe off your mat. Have a great day.